Huh. Well, this is interesting. Well, look, we're going to be in for a long week. I need to distract myself with something a little less depressing. Ah, right. I should probably do an update on the COVID pandemic. Ha! Anyways, this is the next update video for this. I did kind of lag a little bit, missed a few, but we're gonna do this one for the early part of November. We're coming toward the year end, so there's not too much to cover as the year comes to a close. Interestingly enough, there are some cancellations already for 2021, but there are some that are kind of in the air, as it were, sort of like that, but a little less anxiety inducing because we at least it's like we're already used to COVID being around, I guess. This is also why I'm a little bit more numb about the whole thing. It's like, he's already here, so it's like the monster's already in the closet, so it's like it's like what I mean. We kick him out of the closet, but I mean, if he's here, it's like oh, what are we gonna do? Anyway, so let's get let's get going. So the next one. So which ones are upcoming and canceled? So we have Furcation, which was supposed to be November 6th and 9th, was canceled. Floof. November 11 to 15 is canceled. Anthro Northwest is canceled from November 19th to 22nd. Furry Summer Mexico was postponed. This one was postponed. I'm wondering if that one's still going or not. I should take a look real quick. Home is a Facebook post. It looks like they've moved it to 2021. So I should update this at some point. I should update this now. Anyways, I'll do that before too long. So it is ended up being postponed to the 2021. It was supposed to be July, and then they postponed it to November, and now it looks like it's going to be next year. So they basically canceled it. So I'm going to have to update this part. I'll make a note to myself in the comment section below. The above have been updated. Memo to self. Update to the Summer Mexico. And that it was canceled for 2020. Do it live. They'll ask me why I'm hitting uppercase I's, because this one actually has the distinguishers of the uppercase I's, and it's like because my L key's broken. It has been for a long time. Anyways, next Fur Camp Cabados was canceled. They actually had their venue close on them, probably due to the COVID unrest, and maybe it would have happened anyway. Who knows? Midwest Fur Fest was canceled for 2020. They've announced dates for 2021. They are going to be holding a virtual event, but it's not going to be on that first weekend of December. It will instead be on December 18th to the 20th. Furum has canceled. Well, it was going to be the 12th to the 13th. Furvister has canceled. The New Year's Fur Bowl is going to be virtual only this year for the new year. I guess they'll play Wii. Virtual bowling. Interesting. Do we have virtual bowling alleys in the VR chat? That'd be interesting to know. Anyways, Japan Meeting of Furries 2021 for January has been canceled. Painted as a FurCon January 1st, indefinitely postponed. that means it might be canceled for 2021, or they might have a thing later on in the year. But we'll keep an eye on that one. Further confusion, January 2021, they will have no physical convention, which I think means that they might have a virtual one. Keep up to date. Click on the link here. Maybe they'll explain a little bit more on that. Nordic FuzzCon, February 21. They are decided to postpone it. They're going to make a further announcement in the future. Furry Ski Weekend of Winter 2021 has been canceled. Anthro News New England, February 2021 has been canceled. First Squared is a virtual only convention. They did announce that pretty early on in 2020, which is good on them. Basically, they had announced it almost like, I think it was in April or something. It was pretty early on. They didn't announce it pretty early on. Blue Ridge Fur Fair, which ironically was the last furry convention that was held before everything shut down, but it's obviously not. We've had some since. We've had it's going to be virtual only. See, Blue Ridge Fur Fair that was held this year on the 11th to the 14th, which is the last one before all these cancellations came in. And oh my God, look at the year that we've put behind us, guys. Usually, it's like it's been an interesting year. I have an Excel sheet that tracks convention numbers, and obviously, I haven't had to update that much this year due to this issue. We're going to have like this big zero with asterisk next to it. It just messes everything up. So I got to figure out how I'm going to be doing that in the future. But as noted in the comment section here, and I didn't note this in the article, because there is going to be eventually, we are going to have conventions starting to come back up and running, particularly in aspects of the world where COVID has been dealt with in a more expedient manner. We have Kage Woka here, indicating that we have some Taiwan conventions here that are basically taking place. So in November 21st, they are having a real physical furry convention. On December 19th, they will be having a local fur meet with about 100 attendees, less than 100 attendees. And we have a local fur meet there as well. So basically, if you're Taiwanese, you will have the ability to go to one of these things. I do not know if there's any restrictions or any of that on it. That's a very nice piece of work. Very nice artwork. Very beautiful. But if you are Taiwanese, then you might be able to have that. You'll be able to find more information there. So, as things are closing for 2020, and whatever direction this decides to go in, which we won't know until tomorrow or Friday, we'll have to keep trudging through, and whatever happens in the future, know that we'll, try to keep in touch with one another and try to keep in contact with one another and try to hold gatherings and things like that, even if they are, virtual in nature. I think that, despite whatever outcome we get, we can only control the things before us, and, we can do what we can. So with that, hopefully next year I won't have to continue to expand upon that article. With further closings, though, obviously, we can expect that. Flera has updated its main page as well here, so that we have, this is up here now, So it's no longer a full article pinned on the front page. It is a link that's pinned on the front page. So if you want to go to that, you can click on that, and you'll get the updated list of things to go through. Thanks to everybody who's been keeping things updated by throwing things in the comment section here. That's always appreciated. It makes it so that I can update this. I will admit, as time has gone on, it's been very, very demoralizing and tough to kind of update it, because it's something I should be updating on a weekly basis, but it does take a little time to do that, and because of that, it's like you kind of feel like it's like you just keep spinning your wheels, right? Yeah, right. You don't know how that feels. Anyways, you're spinning your wheels, yeah, and you're not getting anywhere. And staring at it's not going to help. But we do what we can, and thank you to the community for keeping that update, and also for other associations for keeping track of that, like Global Furry TV and other such stations such as that, as they've helped with gathering information from the other side of the planet to help us keep in touch and keep in notifications and stuff like that. So thank you very much for watching. I will probably have an update for this I'll send an update for this as needed in the future, probably early December, or if anything really updates. Right now it's basically everything is virtual only, or things to the end of the year. If there's any major updates about next year's events as it comes closer to the new year, we'll probably be updating this upcoming events thing with those things. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Hopefully conventions start to announce those things and people keep in touch about those things, because it can become complacent in the fact that it's like, oh well, I'll just assume that furry conventions are no longer a thing until we have a situation happen where we get a vaccine or we get some sort of treatments for these particular things. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again on the next video.